The Second Chance Ministries, TSCM, presents Bible Quiz and Bible Study, BQBS. Test your knowledge of God's Word. 20 questions, 10 seconds per question. Answers and Bible verses to study provided. Bible verses from King James Version, KJV, New King James Version, NKJV, New International Version, NIV, New Living Translation, NLT. Ready? Let's go. Question 1. Who was the Roman governor who sentenced Jesus to be crucified? A. Caesar. B. Pilate. C. Augustus. D. Herod. Answer, B. Pilate. John 19 verse 16 NKJV. Then he, Pilate, delivered him, Jesus, to them to be crucified. Then they took Jesus and led him away. Study. John 19 verses 5 to 16. Question 2. Who was the first person to see the resurrected Jesus? A. Mary Magdalene. B. Mary of Bethany. C. John. D. James. Answer, A. Mary Magdalene. John 20 verse 14 NKJV. Now when she had said this, she turned around and saw Jesus standing there, and did not know that it was Jesus. Study. John 20 verses 11 to 18. Question 3. In the book of Revelation, how many churches were addressed in the letters? A. 6. B. 5. C. 9. D. 7. Answer, D. 7. Revelation 1 verse 4a NKJV. John, to the 7 churches which are in Asia. Study. Revelation 1 verses 1 to 8. Question 4. What was the 5th plague in Egypt, when Pharaoh refused to let the Israelites go to worship the Lord? A. Boils outburst. B. Locust invasion. C. Livestock disease. D. Frogs invasion. Answer, C. Livestock diseased. Exodus 9 verse 6 NKJV. So the Lord did this thing on the next day, and all the livestock of Egypt died. Study. Exodus 9 verses 1 to 7. Question 5. On what mountain did Moses receive the 10 commandments? A. Mount Sinai. B. Mount Carmel. C. Mount Zion. D. Mount Ararat. Answer, A. Mount Sinai. Exodus 19 verse 20 NKJV. Then the Lord came down upon Mount Sinai, on the top of the mountain. And the Lord called Moses to the top of the mountain, and Moses went up. Study. Exodus 19 verses 1 to 25. Question 6. What fruit did Eve eat in the Garden of Eden according to the Bible? A. Apple. B. Not specified. C. Fig. D. Almond. Answer, B. Not specified. Genesis 3 verse 6 NKJV. So when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree desirable to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate. She also gave to her husband with her, and he ate. Study. Genesis 3 verses 1 to 24. Question 7. Which prophet did God direct to anoint David as king? A. Nathan. B. Moses. C. Samuel. D. Eli. Answer, C. Prophet Samuel. 1 Samuel 16 verse 13 NKJV. Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him, David, in the midst of his brothers, and the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel arose and went to Ramah. Study 1 Samuel 16 verses 1 to 13. Question 8. Which of these is not one of the 10 commandments? A. Do not commit adultery. B. Honor your father and mother. C. Do not steal. D. Love your neighbor as yourself. Answer, D. Love your neighbor as yourself. Leviticus 19 verse 18 NKJV. You shall not take vengeance, nor bear any grudge against the children of your people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord. Expository of 10th commandment. Study Exodus 20 verses 2 to 17, Deuteronomy 5 verses 6 to 21. Question 9. Who was swallowed by a great fish for disobeying God? A. James. B. John. C. Jonah. D. Jeremiah. Answer, C. Jonah. Jonah 1 verse 17 NLT. Now the Lord had arranged for a great fish to swallow Jonah. And Jonah was inside the fish for 3 days and 3 nights. Study Jonah 1 verses 1 to 17. Question 10. How many times did Peter deny he ever knew Jesus? A. 2. B. 4. C. 5. D. 3. Answer, D. 3. Luke 22 verse 61 NLT. At that moment the Lord turned and looked at Peter. Suddenly, the Lord's words flashed through Peter's mind, before the rooster crows tomorrow morning, you will deny 3 times that you even know me. Study Luke 22 verses 54 to 63. Question 11. In the parable of the Good Samaritan, who was the first to pass by the injured man? A. Priest. B. A Good Samaritan. C. Temple assistant. D. A Levite. Answer, A. A priest. Luke 10 verse 31 NLT. By chance a priest came along. But when he saw the man lying there, he crossed to the other side of the road and passed him by. Study Luke 10 verses 30 to 37. Question 12. Who built the temple in Jerusalem? A. David. B. Solomon. C. Hezekiah. D. Saul. Answer, B. Solomon. 1 Kings 6 verse 1 NKJV. In the 4th year of Solomon's reign over Israel, in the month of Ziv, which is the 2nd month, that he began to build the house of the Lord. Study 1 Kings 6 verses 1 to 38. Question 13. What was the first miracle Jesus performed according to the book of John? A. Turned water into wine. B. Healed the blind. C. Walked on water. D. Restored withered hand. Answer, A. Turned water into wine. John 2 verses 9 and 11 NKJV. Verse 9, when the master of the feast had tasted the water that was made wine. Verse 11, this beginning of signs Jesus did in Cana of Galilee and manifested his glory, and his disciples believed in him. Study John 2 verses 1 to 12. Question 14. Who interpreted King Nebuchadnezzar's dream in the book of Daniel? A. Abednego. B. Joseph. C. Daniel. D. Jeremiah. Answer, C. Daniel. Daniel 2 verse 27 NKJV. Daniel answered in the presence of the king, and said, the secret which the king has demanded, the wise men, the astrologers, the magicians, and the soothsayers cannot declare to the king. Study Daniel 2 verses 24 to 45. Question 15. Which apostle was a tax collector before following Jesus? A. Mark. B. Matthew. C. Luke. D. James. Answer, B. Matthew. Matthew 9 verse 9 NKJV. As Jesus passed on from there, he saw a man named Matthew sitting at the tax office. And he said to him, "Follow me." So he arose and followed him. Study. Matthew 9 verses 9 to 13. Question 16. Who betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver? A. Mark. B. Matthew. C. John. D. Judas. Answer, D. Judas. Matthew 26 verse 14 and 15 NKJV. Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, went to the chief priests and said, "What are you willing to give me if I deliver him to you?" Study. Matthew 26 verses 1 to 16. Question 17. In which city was Jesus born? A. Nazareth. B. Bethlehem. C. Capernaum. D. Jerusalem. Answer, B. Bethlehem. Luke 2 verse 4 NKJV. Joseph also went up from Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth, into Judea, to the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David. Study. Luke 2 verses 1 to 7. Question 18. Who was the first king of Israel? A. David. B. Solomon. C. Absalom. D. Saul. Answer, D. Saul. 1 Samuel 10 verse 1 NKJV. Then Samuel took a flask of oil and poured it on his, Saul, head, and kissed him and said, "Is it not because the Lord has anointed you commander over his inheritance?" Study. 1 Samuel 10 verses 1 to 16. Question 19. Who was the prophet that confronted King Ahab and Queen Jezebel about their wickedness? A. Elijah. B. Elisha. C. Jeremiah. D. Isaiah. Answer, A. Elijah. 1 Kings 18 verse 18 NKJV. And he answered, "I have not troubled Israel, but you and your father's house have, in that you have forsaken the commandments of the Lord and have followed the Baals." Study. 1 Kings 18 verses 1 to 19. Question 20. What is the name of the garden where Jesus prayed before he was arrested? A. Garden of Eden. B. Garden of Golgotha. C. Garden of Gethsemane. D. Garden Olives. Answer, C. Garden of Gethsemane. Matthew 26 verse 36 NKJV. Then Jesus came with them to a place called Gethsemane, and said to the disciples, "Sit here while I go and pray over there." Study. Matthew 26 verses 36 to 46. If you find this BQBS useful and interesting, 1. Give us a thumb up. 2. Share to others, as iron sharpens iron. 3. Comment on the BQBS. 4. Subscribe to the channel. 5. Play again, and again, and again. Study to show yourself approved unto God, a workman that needs not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. 2 Timothy 2 verse 15.